Hello everyone, I'm testing. Not sure if it's working. Okay. So let me know if you can hear me. I still have 5 minutes. It's just been a while that I haven't streamed and I just want to make sure everything is working. So please let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Because I tried. Hi, can you hear me? Let's see. Oops. I tried using YouTube, but I think I have to download something. And I used to stream on Twitch, so I know how to use Twitch. Let me know if you can hear me. I have a new microphone as well, so I'm not sure if it's working. Let's see, I can't. Can you chat? Hey. Okay. Welcome. I'm testing the microphone, testing everything to make sure. Oops, it's the wrong name. I'm not edit stream info here. Okay. I changed the name, the description. Delete. What's up? Maybe I'll start soon. I think it's working, so I'll start soon. Can everyone hear me? Can you say in the chat if you can hear me? Like thumbs up or thumbs down? No one. Okay. I think I'm talking to myself. Well, maybe it's been like months that I haven't streamed, so I don't remember how to do it. I think it's working. Oh, thank you. Finally someone. I was like, am I talking to myself? What's up? It's been a long time that I haven't streamed, I know. Hopefully I'll start streaming like not every day, but I want to do it every week at least. You know, I've been studying a lot of DevOps and trying to get into Kubernetes. And I think a lot of people might be interested in seeing how I study or even like other things. Like, yeah, exactly. I was planning to do the stream on YouTube, but it's too complicated. I just went there like 10 minutes before and I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't share my screen. My microphone wasn't working there. So I said, I'm just gonna go on Twitch and whoever is interested, they'll follow me on Twitch. They'll go there. So a few more minutes and I'll start soon. This stream is mostly for people that want to contribute to open source and they don't know how to do it. I delivered a keynote last Thursday about open source, my open source journey, and the benefits of contributing. If you want the link, Maybe I could share the keynote if you haven't watched it. Let's pull it up. I'm gonna start sharing my screen, but first, all day DevOps. So this was my keynote. Oops, here. So I'm gonna, oh no. Here, can I see? No, not share this session. No. Where is it? I can't find. Oh, here on my Twitter, I have the recording here. Where is it? Here. Okay. I'll share that. Copy. Yes. So just in case anyone wants to see the recording or see my PowerPoint, it's there. Just the annoying thing is that you have to sign up for the conference, which it has passed already. So I'm checking. I asked them if they can give me the YouTube like the video, so I can upload it to YouTube. Anyways, so again, we're gonna contribute to open source. And a lot of people, they think that to contribute to open source, it must be code, just code. And that's not true. I've done a lot of documentation. I've contributed a lot to documentation. So two places that I like, it's the CNCF glossary and the Kubernetes website. Where is it? Kubernetes, no, let me go on my GitHub. So you don't need to start, oh here, these two ones. You don't need to start with code. You can do documentation, you can help with blogs, with content, creating content, you can help with design, you know, or like basic documentation, fixing easy issues. But today we're gonna use the CNCF glossary. So I was planning on adding, so the CNCF glossary, it's like a dictionary that the Cloud Native CNCF is Cloud Native Computing Foundation. It's like a dictionary with important words that they have, and you can add new words, you can improve words that they have already, and you can also translate words like terms that they have on their dictionary. So when you go to the repo, I'll send the repo here. When you go to the repository, you scroll down to every time you have to read the README. So you go, you click here, and when you click glossary, it will take you to their main page and explains like what is the glossary and how you can contribute here. Then you can read the how to contribute. They have a lot of information. Why is this showing up? Because I was doing translation, that's why. But like if you read this page, it will tell you everything that you need to know to start contributing. I think sometimes people are lazy to read the documentation before contributing. So that's why I'm here, because I think like people want to like something easy, and I'm here to show you how easy it is. Anyways, so you can work on an existing issue, you can propose new terms, update any existing ones, or help translate the glossary. I opened an issue yesterday because I want to add a new term, but you cannot add just any term. You have to propose first, and then they'll check if yes, we should add this term or no, like it doesn't really fit into the CNCF glossary, and then they'll reject it. So I just I just created the issue yesterday, and it says triage awaiting. So instead of that, since it wasn't accepted yet, I'm gonna do a simple translation. But what I want is to show you the workflow of like forking the repo, and you don't even need to download the environment in your machine to start contributing. Especially if it's documentation, you can do everything on GitHub. It's very easy. So again, what I'm gonna tell you is read the contributing, how to contribute page. You know, it says everything, like if you want to work on an existing issue, what you have to do. If you want to propose new terms, what you have to do. Submitting new terms, and then translating as well, or updating. Anyways, the term that I wanted, no, again, and then like going back. I'm gonna translate something from English to Portuguese because I speak Portuguese. I also already translated to French. You, depending if you speak another language, you can do that, or if you don't speak any other language, just English, you can submit a new term, or you can try to improve the existing terms, or you can look at another repository like the Kubernetes website and help there. But there are a lot of things that you can do. Since I'm gonna do translation today, and from English to Portuguese, you can filter the issues to see if there are any issues open for translation from English to Portuguese. So you're gonna see, oh, here, it's actually lang. So here are all the issues that someone else, like other people, opened. That means this needs to be translated to Portuguese. And they say localize, it means translation. So I picked this one yesterday, which is this page, localize, so meaning translate this page, platform as a service. And basically it's very easy. They just want you to translate this text from English to Portuguese. Yes. Oh, Twitch to YouTube for live stream. I couldn't make it work on YouTube. That's why I came to Twitch. Were you on YouTube? Yes, so I had some technical problems. I'll figure it out for the next time, because I was planning on doing it on YouTube, but since I couldn't share my screen and my microphone wasn't working, I decided to come to Twitch because I'm more familiar with Twitch. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. Going back to my translation, my contribution today is going to be translating a page from English to Portuguese. Yeah, I was on YouTube. I'm being a streamer myself. YouTube always has some. Oh, good to know. I wanted to try YouTube because I want to keep all my content on one place. So I'm doing videos on YouTube, and I wanted to, try streaming just there so I can put all my content there. But like if it doesn't work out, I'll just download this video on Twitch and then I'll upload it on YouTube. But I would love to talk more with you. If you can maybe send me a message on Twitter. I have questions about streaming. So yeah, if you're a streamer, please. And also anyone that's watching, if you have questions about like open source, feel free to ask. I'm here to help. I'm just gonna show you what I would do if I wasn't streaming. Hopefully you understand, and yeah, and then you can start doing it yourself as well. So I'm gonna translate this page. I already have translated it on like a Word document, but I'm gonna show you the workflow. Yep, real blopping, yeah, seems to be, yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna show you the workflow of like starting to contribute. First, I saw this issue opened. They want someone to translate the page. I'm gonna say, I'm interested. Hey, thank you. I'm sorry I moved from YouTube. Yes, I had technical problems. Let me write it down. No. Yeah, I have technical problems, but thank you for joining. For those that are late because of like moving from YouTube to Twitch, I'm explaining that I'm going to contribute to the CNCF glossary. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't audible and I couldn't share my screen, so that's why. So I'm gonna translate this page. There was an issue opened, so I'm gonna say I'm interested in start taking this issue. So I would love to take this issue. I would like to work on this issue. Thanks. Just to let the maintainer of the repository, this guy, or I'm not sure if he's a maintainer or he's just a reviewer, but just to let other people know that you want to work on this issue, you're gonna start working on that issue, and no one else, please, no one else, like work on it, because I'm working on it. So that's what it means. So first, look at the issues. As I said, look at the issues. You can filter them, and then you can start working on the issue. Now, to work on the issue, you have to fork the repository, because this is the CNCF repository, and you want to create a copy of their repository on your own GitHub so you can work on that, and then you make all the changes, you commit on a new branch, and you ask them to push to the original repository, which is the CNCF repository. Because let's say if you make a mistake, if you make a shitty job and you ask them and you push it directly to the CNCF glossary, like you can break their code, not their code, but you're gonna, how can I explain, like you can't just do that. You need first to do it like locally, either on your machine or on your GitHub, on your repository, and then ask them to merge into their repository. Sorry, I know the microphone is very sensitive. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fork it, and I'm just gonna call it CNCF glossary, and then create fork. Okay, so now I'm on my GitHub and I have created a repository, like a copy of that repository on my GitHub, and I'm gonna start working on that. Let's look at the page that I want to translate. This is the page that I want to translate. So if you want to improve the page, you can just click edit this page, but this is the one in English, and I want to create one in Portuguese. So we're gonna go to my fork. I'm just gonna put this here, my fork, and then to content, and you can see here are all the languages that they have. So here it's English, and I'm gonna go to Portuguese. And what you do is just you can, you know, take a look at the path that the English version has, and you're gonna do the same in Portuguese. So it's on content English, and this is the name of the file. So that's what I'm gonna do. I want to create a new file, so create new file, and I'm gonna name it platform as a service, like this one, the same one. Now what I usually do, I copy it's not a code, like the text in English, I paste it and I start translating it. So as I said, I have already translated it on a Word document. I'm just gonna copy and paste, but I wanted you to understand, like, you have to fork the repository so you have it on your own GitHub, and then you just copy the same way they have in English, you copy in your own language. It doesn't need to be a translation, as I mentioned at the beginning. You can improve the content, you can, create new content. So there are many ways that you can contribute to open source. Now, now I'm gonna translate it. So if you have questions, you can go back to the code, like here. No, this is the English one. You can always go back and see other places. What I like to do, sorry if I'm sounding a little confusing. What I like to do is, like, I put two files, one on the side, like side by side, and what has been done. So like a translation that has been merged, has been approved and merged. What did they do? And then my translation. And I try to copy everything that they've done. So for example, here, this one, it has been approved and merged. So they didn't translate the title, but they translated the text of the title. They didn't translate this text in green, but they translated this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it title, and then I'm gonna translate this. For some people, you may not understand because it's in Portuguese, but it's just the concept. Yeah, exactly. So status completed. The merged one says completed, so I'm gonna leave it completed. Category, it says conceito. Oh, and then it means they translated. So I'm gonna put that. Tags, it's translated. Okay. Is it enough just to contribute to documentation? Yes, you can start by doing that. And companies will start noticing you, even if you just contribute to documentation. And what I'm gonna tell you is, once you start contributing to documentation, you're gonna start interacting with the maintainers, with the reviewers. Usually there are groups on Discord or on Slack. I can show you the Slack group of the CNCF glossary. Here, I'm part of a bunch of Slack communities, but this is the one for the glossary. So if you're interested in contributing, you should go there. And here, look, they have some groups, and a lot of people, they interact, and all these people, they are software developers, they are like DevOps engineers. So it's just the fact that it's another way of networking, because they see that you're putting in the work, you're willing to help the project grow. And then they're gonna start noticing you, and maybe they work at a company that you want to work at, and they can refer you there. Also, what happened to me is that at the beginning I didn't know a few things, and people would jump on calls with me just to explain like how something works, and technical terms that I didn't know. They would jump on a call and to help me understand. So it's all about making meaningful connections. That's very important. A lot of people, developers, engineers, they think it's all about your technical knowledge, but soft skills are very important for any role. And starting by contributing to documentation will improve not only your technical knowledge, but also your soft skills. So I like recommend 100% starting with documentation. Exactly, like Sam said. Exactly. So here, like, I'm always like chatting with these people, and a lot of people, they're like me, they speak English and another language. They work at huge companies, and they can refer you, so it's a great way. Now going back to my translation, I translated that part, which I'm just looking at the one that was merged. So it means this one was approved, and if I want my contribution to be approved, I just should, try to replicate the one that was approved already. Because they want everything, the goal is to have everything, what's the word? Like, I forgot the word. Yeah, sorry. But let's keep going. Okay, so now let's translate this. What it is means o que é. Now the text I have already translated. Reviewed. Yes, they also they want everything streamlined. Let me look it up. I have to look at synonyms. Hey, thank you. Thanks for joining. Thank you for being here. Like, they want everything organized, unified. Unify is a good word. No, not unify. Systematized. Standardized. Yes, that's the word. That's the word. I've contributed in summary point. So, did you ask for help? Leo, you're mentioning about Hacktoberfest. Where did you contribute to what project? Because you can ask for help. Depending on the project, they have a group on Slack. You can message them, or a group on Discord. You should message them. People are willing to help. They might jump on a call to help you. You should do that. Read the README for kit and run in your system. Yeah. Yes, it's a great way to start. What I would say, is that sometimes people, they don't even know how to make it work on your local environment. Like, you have to clone it, and a lot of people, they think, oh, the code is it's too hard for them to understand, like, how to make it work. So just staying on GitHub at the beginning, you don't even have to clone it on your local environment, and then you start understanding how contributing works. You have to fork it and commit to a branch, and then create a PR. That's the beginning. And once you understand and you feel comfortable with that, then you can start, cloning to your local environment, trying to understand the code, trying to fix small bugs, or adding some type of code. That's what I would recommend to start with. So let's keep translating. Here I already have the translation. This is what type of markdown? This is a markdown file. So if you don't know how it works, you can check it out. Just Google markdown, and they'll show you here. There's a markdown guide, which is great. So if you wanna, usually documentation, they use markdown. Yeah, exactly. So I just wanna break a little bit to make it easier for the reviewers. I also want to add here, I want to add a link. So that's how you add a link in Markdown. Okay. Next problem, it addresses. So here, I'm just kind of copy and pasting, you know? It's pretty easy. I'm looking there because I have another screen. So, like, I have one screen here, I'm talking to you. I have one screen here, which is the code, and one screen, one screen there. It's the Word document with the translation. So, it's a little bit easier like that. Here. Let's break it down a little bit again. I'm just getting the file, the pages here. Oh, you're from Brazil? Nice! You're gonna look at my translation and gonna say, she's not a good translator. I'm joking. I would, yes, I have an extra screen that I don't use. Where are you located? If you're located near me, in New York or... Wow, nice! Eba! Oh, because I have an extra screen. Klaus, me manda uma mensagem no Twitter. Adoraria conversar com você mais. I love meeting new Brazilians as well. Well, people from all over the world. Cool. So yeah, I have an extra screen. If you're near me, I'll definitely give it to you. I don't use it. Oh, in India? Oh no, Leo is in India. Well, if one day I'll go to India, I'll bring it to you. For sure. Okay. Now here. I'll have to probably... Oops. What did I do? I know it's easier with more screens. Let's see here. Yeah, that's good. So let's say I finished my translation. It was very fast because I had prepared it ahead, but yes, come to New York. If you do, message me and I'll meet you and I'll give you the screen. So let's say I finished the translation. It could be also another, like, if you started a new term or anything, it doesn't need to be a translation, as I mentioned. Now you want to create a new branch. So you click here, create a new branch, and you have to give it a name. I'm gonna call it PAS, pass, because it's the name of the page. And you can give a name to it. I'm okay with the name that, like, with what they have, which is create platform as a service.md. It's fine. And I'm gonna say sign off. Why does it say sign off? You're signing off. Okay, this never happened to me. Well, let's try. Does anyone know what this sign off means? Because usually it's just like commit a new file. Let's try it out. Okay. So after you commit, and don't forget you have to commit on a new branch because you have your main repository and you want to keep the same as the original repository. So there is the CNCF repository and here it's your repository. You want to keep the main branch every time, you want to update it every time to be exactly the same as the original repository. Sign off is a line at the end of the... Oh, okay, okay. Thanks. So, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so you want to keep the main intact, and every time you contribute to something, you have to commit to a new branch, and then you keep adding to the main branch. Let me show you. It might be easier if you see it like that. So here it's what I created. It doesn't have anything here because it was empty before. I created a new file, and this is the text that I put in there. So now let's click create a pull request. Yeah, here every time it's all about reading. Oh, obrigada. Thanks, Klaus. Like here it says, create a new pull request by comparing changes across two branches. I could compare from my main to my new branch, but that's not what I want. After my contribution is approved, if they approve it, it goes to the main branch of the original repository, not to my main branch. It is merged to the original repository. And once it's merged to the original repository, which is the CNCF repository, I'm gonna update it to look the same on my own branch, on my main branch, and then my main branch is always gonna be the same as the original repository. It might sound a little bit confusing. Here I want to say compare across forks, because I want to compare my branch, which is the Julia F. Morgado PAAS. I want to compare it to the original, the CNCF repository. So here, compare across forks. Now the base repository is gonna be the CNCF glossary, and I want to compare it to to the head repository, but my branch might be, I'm not sure, do you understand what I mean? For people that are just starting out, it might be a little confusing. If you're used to contributing, you understand that, but that's what you want to do. You want to compare your branch that is inside your repository to the original repository, so to the CNCF repository. And that's what it says here. Here it says able to merge, so I'm just gonna click create a pull request. Then you have to give it a title. I'm gonna say create PTBR version of platform as a service, which means like I'm creating a translation. Signed off by Julia. Okay, described your changes. I'm just gonna copy and paste. Related issue number or link. Let's grab that issue. Because I made a comment on an issue. Here. Here. Look, I said I would like to work on this issue. Thanks. So let's copy. Let's paste it. Oh no, it says here resolves. And the number is 1216. Oops. Okay. Checklist before opening this PR. This PR does not contain plagiarism. Plagiarism means you're copying from another website. Don't copy other people's work unless you are quoting and contributing it to them. I have signed off on all commits. Yes, I think I have, which is what I did. So do we have to work on the issue only when the owner assigns us? No, you can look at the issues, the list. So here, all the issues. If you find something that you like that no one has taken it, you can work there. So for example, here you can click on this issue and you see that someone already asked to work on that. And you can read the conversation. If there was no one was working on that, you could definitely ask to work. So let's look here. Lang. If there are any issues that you can take. So looks like in Hindi or Hindu, I'm sorry. I think it's Hindu, right? I'm sorry, guys. Oh, in Hindi, yes. So it looks like all of them are taken. But what you can do is you can create new issues. Yes, thank you. You can create new issues. So if you see here, I created this issue yesterday. I'm proposing a new term. So you can also do that. And then you can propose, yeah, Hindi, thank you. You can propose a new term. So there are many ways that you can do that. For example, also on the Kubernetes website repository, there are other issues. You can also sort by language. You can look if there are like in Hindi, translation in Hindi. I'm not sure. Let's look it up. Language. It should be like this. Yeah. So look. And a lot of times, even if there are, you know, here people, like you see there are some like people talking, like a chat icon, maybe people are just discussing, they're not working on that issue. This means someone already worked on it and they created a pull request. So let's go here on this one. I just want to check it out for you. Okay, so this one he assigned. Oh, this person opened the issue. I think this person opened the issue and it was a feature. So he was working on that feature. Okay, but you can look on other repositories. Yes. You can look on other pages. You can look also on, you know, I have worked on the React, on the Node repository. Any project or any software that you use and you know it's open source, you can look at the code and see if you can contribute. And again, I think like contributing to documentation first is the easiest way. So here, yeah. I have signed off on all commits. Yes, signing off is to affirm that complete. Yes, okay. So that's it. It basically, I did all the work. I did the translation. So let's recap. I forked the repo. I worked on the translation by comparing, you know, a translation that was already merged, a translation that was on the original repository, just to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. After that, I committed on a new branch. Don't forget to commit on a new branch. Once you commit it, you can compare across forks and create a pull request, open a pull request, and that's it. Now I'm gonna click on make sure everything is right here. I'm gonna click create a pull request, And now you have to wait. You have to wait for the reviewers. It says here at least 2 approving reviewers are required to merge this pull request. But now I can't do much. I have to wait. Here it says code owner review required. Fine. So yeah, so you can't merge until it's reviewed. And you can't rush people. Like usually the reviewers or the maintainers, they have jobs, they have their lives. It takes a little bit of time for them to review. Let's say 3 days, a week. You have to wait, you have to be patient. Once they review it, you're gonna see a notification, and it says sometimes they'll ask you to make some changes, or sometimes they'll just merge it if they think it looks fine. Let's see here, I have a notification. So yeah, it says I created a pull request. Here, this one I already looked. It's another translation I did. So yeah, basically that's it. And you know, just keep an eye on the notification icon to see if you have any new notifications. So you know you can keep the flow going. But does anyone have any other questions? I just wanted to maybe clarify and show, you know, it's not that complicated to start contributing. A lot of people, they are afraid and they think it needs to be code related. Hey, thank you for joining. A lot of people, they think it needs to be code related, but it doesn't. And I've met a lot of people at the beginning. I've done a little bit of code, but I still prefer just like contributing to documentation. And I've met a lot of people just contributing with documentation. So I think it's worth it. You know, take a look at these repositories that I shared. I can send you the links. I'm gonna paste it on the chat. Here. So Google Summer of Code, I've heard it. It's like a program to contribute to open source, right? Someone told me it's a great program. I don't remember who told me about it. Yeah, what do you have? What do you want to know? I might be able to help you become a Google Summer Code contributor. Are you new to open source? Yeah, you can do that. Join. For all those that wanna start contributing, they should apply. Learn why you should apply. Here, end user applications. Let's see an example. No, you operating systems here. Scala, Haskell, Sugar Labs, Python, Swift. Oh, Git as well. Nice. Oh, the Julia language. Yeah, you should. So, to answer Abba's question, I don't know if this program pays. Actually, let's check it out. Apply. I don't think this program pays you to work on a project, but usually you can get paid by contributing if people start sponsoring you on GitHub. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, you should apply. Abbas, look at this website as well. Here. Depends on the country. It's a great way, and I'm sure the mentors here are great as well. So take a look. I don't think some said that he's planning to apply to the 2023 program, so probably this one is closed, right? So just keep an eye out, and you definitely should apply to this program. But again, like, start contributing slowly. Message me on Twitter if you have any questions, if you need help, you know. I'm not the most technical, most knowledgeable person, but if I can help, I'm always, you know, open to helping people. And yeah, that was it. That was my stream. I hope it was helpful. What else? What I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna study a little bit more. I wanna submit my CFP to the next KubeCon in Europe. The KubeCon is gonna be, when is gonna be the KubeCon? Here. So Europe 2023. Yeah, it's gonna be in April in Amsterdam. Oh, thank you. So I think I'm gonna start streaming twice a week, probably. Next week for sure. Tomorrow I can't. I have a friend visiting from Florida, and she's gonna stay at home. I'm really excited. But probably like next week, I wanna show everyone, you know, what I'm studying and how I study. Maybe also how I create content. So, yes, and follow me on Twitter if you're not. Probably you are, but every time on Twitter or on LinkedIn, I post everything on those platforms. I'm also posting on Instagram. Let's see, let's go on Instagram. I've been posting a lot on Instagram as well. So if you have Instagram or Twitter or LinkedIn, follow me. It's just Julia F. Morgado everywhere. Hey, how are you? And yeah, I'm planning to start streaming more. If you wanna ask. Nice, yes, exactly. Twitter, maybe LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I'm not sure it works. Yeah. But follow me on Twitter. I post every time I'm going to stream or anything. Thank you. I will. I'll answer you. And yeah, if you want me to go like to do a stream about something like a topic, or if you want me to create a video, just send me a message. I'm always like open to new ideas. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining me and interacting with me. This was great. Hopefully I'll start doing it more. You know, you might think, oh, I am very shy as well. A lot of times I think I don't know enough to be streaming, but the more I stream, the more I learn. So even if I don't know much, like people are helping me on the stream, and that's awesome. And I also encourage everyone to start streaming or start creating content. You know, it's a great way to put yourself out there. Yes, learning in public, exactly. It's a little scary sometimes, but it's a great way to meet people. You get a lot of opportunities from that, and yeah. So someone asked me if my company sponsored me for the KubeCon trip. Usually yes, but also yes, we can collaborate, definitely. Message me on Twitter. I would love that. If you submit a talk to KubeCon and you get accepted, they give you a ticket for free. So you should definitely submit a talk as well. You know, submit a proposal. Unfortunately, the deadline is until tomorrow to submit it. Here, CFP closes tomorrow. I didn't submit mine yet, but I'm planning to do it today. So if you have any ideas, you should definitely try it out, you know? Yeah, exactly. Streaming is great. You two are great. Thank you, Rascal, and thank you, Ryan, for joining. I know it's been a while that I haven't streamed, but yeah. Well, I hope this was helpful to everyone, and that's it. I know nothing about Kubernetes and this cloud stuff. I know. I didn't know anything about Kubernetes either, but I started, I started by watching, you probably know Kunal. Kunal has a really good boot camp on his YouTube channel. And also I've been studying through Michael's, this one, 90 Days of DevOps. So he talks about like Kubernetes and Docker containers. I'll share it with you. And where's the YouTube channel? Kunal's. I thought I had it saved. Is it? Oh, this one. Yeah. So these two are great. I've been learning a lot through these resources. So you should definitely check it out. Thank you so much for joining. And please send me a message on Twitter and anything that you need, just I'm here for you. Yeah, Kunal is amazing. He motivates me a lot as well. He's very inspiring and he's doing a lot. So yeah, have you met him in person? I know he's not in India anymore. He lives in the UK now, but yeah, he's amazing. Awesome. Yeah, you will. You will. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you will, I'm sure. Okay, let's see how I... Oh, I can raid? I don't want to raid anyone. Oh, really? I didn't know he was that big. Nice. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you probably next week. And I hope you have a great Thursday, a great Friday, a great weekend. And take care. Bye, everyone.